Hi guys. So 2020, I'll talk to you more about the basics, right? Fundamentals of budgeting, and that's not over. Don't think that's over, but I do want to get into more stuff, and I want to get into more of building wealth. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so I'm still gonna stay in fundamentals because that's my major priority is fundamentals, but I want you to know what is at the end of the tunnel after the fundamentals. Okay. All right, I'm recording on my phone today, so I kind of switch it up a bit, and I record on my phone and then I record on my laptop, and then sometimes I forget where's the camera, and the camera's all the way over here. I'm sorry. So yeah, guess what? All right, if y'all didn't know, you're gonna know today. Money has two besties. Money has two besties, and if you want to know what that is, stay here. Don't go anywhere. Welcome to Live Life with Jay. I'm Jay, and welcome to my channel. Welcome. Today we are going to talk about compound interest. Okay? Compound interest. And why is that so important? I'm gonna tell you right now. What is compound interest? So I'm gonna give it to you in the easiest terms possible for you to understand. Not because I think that you can't understand it in the extra terms, but it's just pointless. Anyway, because I need it in the easiest way possible. Okay. Compound interest is when you earn interest on both the money you saved and the interest you've earned. Okay. Let's say you invest $1,000 and it earns 5% interest rate or earnings, right? Once a year. And after the first year, you would have $1,050, right? $1,050, right? Because you have 5% interest on $1,000, and the 5% gave you $50. Now the second year, here's where it's the great part, right? You would have $1,102.50 because the next interest payment equals 5%, but of the $1,050, okay, which will be $52.50. So increasing the compounding frequency of your interest rate and adding it to your principal is how your money grows. Okay, so I am going to give you a better example that you're gonna love. Okay, so why am I talking about compound interest? Because this is how people become millionaires, and I think that is really important. Yeah, I kind of found out late in life, and I want to tell you. I'm gonna tell you. The two besties that money has is compound interest and time. Compound interest and time. And I'm gonna show you what that looks like. And why am I bringing this up? This was my aha moment of changing my personal finance when I visually saw it. And I can sit here and tell you, okay, 15 years ago, someone showed this to me. But my brain wasn't ready to process what that meant. What did that mean? And I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure what that was. And someone was like, well, yeah, it's compound interest. This makes your money grow. And I wish that kind of would have stuck with me because I didn't know what I was doing. But it kind of came into my life, I guess, at the wrong time. I don't really think there's a wrong time for compound interest, but I think because I was still in school and I didn't know anything about money. I just didn't know anything. So maybe if I had some knowledge about money and they would have showed me that, I would have been like, I'm on top of that, Rose. I'm just kidding. If y'all didn't know what that meant, I'm too old. Okay. So I am gonna put up an image and I'm gonna explain to you the image. Okay. So this gets me so excited because this was my aha moment about my financial life. Okay. Even though I'm late in life, I'm still gonna catch up. I don't care. But for parents out there, this is the way your teen or child, when they get to that age to get ready to retire a millionaire. This is the way to do it. You ready? Get excited, because I'm excited. So the image that I brought up was the exact image of my aha moment. So I didn't want to create my own like I normally do. I needed to take it from Financial Peace University, which is Dave Ramsey's class that I saw my aha moment of retirement as well as investment, right? Because that's so. Anyway, when Jack turned 21, he decided to start investing. Why did I think of that? And he decided to start investing $200 a month every year for 9 years. That's it. Just 9 years. At age 30, he decided that he was going to just stop investing altogether. But his friend Blake started a little later in life. He started investing $200 every month, starting at the age of 30. All the way until he turned 67. So he invested for 37 years. Well, if you count his year, it'll be 38. So anyway, so who can you see who has the most money at age 67? So let's look over this chart here. Jack invested $21,600 in his 9 years, and that grew to $2.5 million. He's a millionaire, and all he put in was $21,000. That was his return on investment for his retirement. Oh my god. So yes, I know I get so overly excited about this stuff because I just had to share it with you guys. So that is the power of compound interest, guys. That is the power of compound interest. So Jack's friend Blake, right? He investing $91,200. So he put up almost over $70,000 more than Jack, but he started 10 years later. Almost 9 years later. Sorry. He started 9 years later. And in 37 years, he reached 1.4 million. He never even caught up to Jack because Jack started so early. So what's the question? Like, it's like, right, Jack didn't invest as much as Blake, but because he started so much earlier, the compound interest was just like out of the park. So can you imagine, parents? I'm talking to the parents out there, or soon to be parents. Can you imagine that once your child just starts having a salary, that you start their retirement fund, and all they have to do is like contribute 10 years if they want, or even less, and still become a millionaire? They invest $20,000 and still get $2 million. Like, hello, this was mind blown to me when I sat down and saw this, and I thought it was really important that I share it with you. If you didn't know, now you know. If you didn't know, now you know. So for those of you who are here, okay, my channel is specifically for people who need to learn. It's specifically for people who want to teach their kids. It's specifically for people who want to learn the fundamentals of money management. Okay? It's specifically for people who never had the opportunity to learn this. I never had the opportunity to learn this. As a Latina, this is not a conversation that is spoken at home. We don't talk money. We didn't grow up lavishly to know what it was like. So it's not something, I can't blame my parents. I can't say, oh, well, you didn't teach me this. They didn't know themselves. They didn't know like how important this stuff was. And if I'm being honest, it was our whole minority community, the Latino community. We don't get this information in school at all, whatsoever. Every school I went to, not one class told me, okay, let's open up a bank. Let's write a checkbook. So I did learn that from my mother. My mom said you have to open a bank account and you have to learn how to write checks, and you need a credit card to build credit. So what she knew, she was teaching me. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have known. She taught me how to keep track of my transactions, because she keeps track of my transactions. So that's always been instilled in me even before I picked up a personal finance book. Okay? I picked up a book 4 years ago. A little over 4 years ago. And I read this book, and it blew my mind because I couldn't understand that every class I have taken, every degree I've earned, and I still didn't know what was in this book. And to me, that book is something that should be mandatory to learn as soon as middle school. I'm sorry, as soon as preschool, because preschoolers, elementary, they gotta learn to count money, right? Then you get into more in detail with middle school. Then you get into more detail with high school, right? And if this was something that was happening and it was going on, if this was something that was happening in these schools, I feel like that we would have a better understanding of what to do with our money instead of spend it on unnecessary stuff. I feel like that if they taught us the way they teach other people, I can be here all day about this conversation because it's something I'm very passionate about, but I'm not going to be here all day about it. It's heartbreaking, you know, and I get angry because I don't know if it's purposely done. I don't know if it's systemic. Maybe. And I get angry because it took me to pick up a book, to read the book. And that book was picked up because of someone mentioning him at church a couple years prior. Sometimes you have to humble yourself because at one point I thought I knew what I was doing with my money, and I thought I was managing it well, and I was like, I got this, I don't need it. And then I read the book, and I was doing a fraction of what was in it. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to tell you that it's not too late, and we have to break through barriers, and we just have to work extra harder than other people, and we can't give up. I'm passionate about giving you guys details and information, and just want you guys to teach your children before they get older, if that makes sense. And I had people tell me, you know, well, they are bringing financial literacy into schools, but I don't think they're going in this detail. Yeah, open up a bank. Yeah, write a checkbook. But now they don't even have children learning your signature. They need more than just that. They need more. They need to know how to build wealth. Yes, they do. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Kind of got down. I apologize, but I just want you to guys know that I am very passionate about it. It's not about me. Just know that for sure. It's about bringing it to you, to bring it to your children, to let them know that they can retire a millionaire. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Live life with me, guys. Have a good one. All right. Hold up. Close may not be the best thing, but it's okay, right? You here for the beats. I'm sorry. I keep getting interrupted by my doggies because I'm right at the back door and they have to go outside to use the bathroom. So I'm sorry about that. So where was I? So okay. I have like so many interruptions. It's driving me crazy. So